Mark, your guys go on a 19-2 run to start that fourth quarter. What did you, I guess, take away from that stretch, just knowing how feisty and competitive this Washington team has been all year?
I thought we were a little loose in the first half defensively, and they made us pay. They made some shots and made some plays. And then I thought in the third quarter we got that in a good spot, despite not having a great offensive quarter. And then to start the fourth, we kind of put it all together. So really good job of kind of dialing in on that end of the floor. I thought the offensive attacks were pretty good all night. And on a night where we didn't shoot it particularly well from three, we were still able to generate with, the turnovers, offensive rebounds, some free throws. So we just kind of manufactured more shots, which is what you need to do on a night where you don't shoot it great.
And then it wasn't one massive standout game off the bench, but just seemed like the entire bench unit came in and played their role, contributed. What did you sense from maybe their cohesion on the floor?
Yeah, I thought everybody was ready to play tonight. Good depth, or the depth was on display. And so everybody was ready to go. I just thought in the first half, defensively, 1 through 11, we just weren't where we needed to be. And then, we're able to course correct in the game, which is the best place to course correct.
Season high, 66 points in the paint. It seemed like early on you guys were making it a point to really, really get downhill. What did you think about the effort in that aspect?
Yeah, I think we've improved our fundamentals, our system fundamentals, to create that kind of space. We always try to attack. I think there have been some things that we could improve over the last couple weeks that allow us to get there, and we're making some progress there. So I thought we took a good tick forward tonight on the offensive end with our attacks. Like I said, still scored a lot of points, but could have scored more if we shot it better on this particular night. But that just goes to show the power of playing through the paint the way we did tonight, and playing with the force that we played with.
And AJ, career night for him. Just what did you think about his night?
I thought it was really good, but he's been really good all year. He's been very reliable. He's been a staple in the rotation for a reason. He competes defensively, plays the right way on offense, stays aggressive through the ups and downs of the game. And I thought he had a really nice night. He gave us a huge lift. He was part of that group to start the fourth.
You put Shea in different spots tonight in the rotation. Kind of, what was the decision-making behind that, and what did you see from him?
Just reading the game, Dub had it really going. Dub was really playing with a lot of force early in the game, and normally I sub him early, and I didn't want to interrupt that flow. And we weren't playing great, either. So just shaking it up a little bit. Shea's great because he's adaptive in those situations. Not something we talked about before, but he did a great job of just staying ready and adjusting accordingly.
Were you referring to your small lineup in the first quarter? Is that what you're referring to? You went to that group?
Yeah, we went small there in the first, and then we went small to start the fourth, and that was really effective. Kenrich did a great job of spacing the floor and keeping the ball moving and scrapping on the inside, and that's the unit that really opened the game up for us tonight. So that's been good for us all year, and it's going to need to continue to be good for us even as we work Jay Will back in. But it was strong tonight.
What's Caruso's status? He dove on the floor the day before, and then he went to the locker room.
Yeah, he was out for the rest of the night. We'll check him out tomorrow, see where he's at. We'll update you guys when we have more information. We're always conservative in these situations, especially in December. So, but we'll see how he's doing in the morning.
This is Shea's 7th game with 3 steals, 3 blocks since coming into the league. It's 10th most since that time frame, and everybody ahead of him is a center. I mean, I think it was last year, maybe the year before, you talked about when he doesn't play, you guys miss him on defensive end more than you miss him on the offensive end. I mean, just talk about the growth that he's had on that side of the floor, and what it means to this team for your leader to put that type of effort in.
Well, it means he wants to win because there's not nearly as much shine for the defense as there is for the offense. And he's grown significantly in the last 5 years on the defensive end of the floor. It's also a credit to the defensive level of the team because the effectiveness of the other players, he can be put on matchups and be put in areas of the floor defensively that allow him to be kind of an off-ball disruptor, which is one of the best things he does. And then some of the blocks come as a secondary point of attack defender. And so, he does a great job of being invested on that end of the floor, and then he's inside of a team that is really committed on that end and with a lot of really effective defenders that allow him to play to his best strengths on that end.
You could just feel the energy in the building when Jay Will checked in for the first time. Just what was it like to have him back tonight?
It was great to have Jay Will back. He is the ultimate compete-together player. His ability to endure a trying individual time for himself, professionally at least, and stay as spirited and inside the team is really a testament to his character and resilience. So I was really happy for him. And I was going to wait till the end to wish our fans happy holidays, but the reception they gave him, just shows unbelievable support. I've always said we have the wind at our backs with our fan base, and we just want to, on behalf of our team, we want to wish everybody a happy holidays. We appreciate the opportunity to be a part of your lives, and don't take that for granted. We don't take for granted the support that our fans give us. I thought that moment was a great example of that. So happy holidays to everybody. I mean, if you guys aren't going to let me end on that, then.
Right back at you.